you're from Texas, right?
Yep.
I was just in Junction. I was in Junction, Texas.
Junction is a good part of the country.
Yeah, I went on an axis deer hunt for my bachelor party. So
I was going to say there's big deer out in Junction.
Yeah, man. Whitetails or axis?
Whitetail, but there's a lot of people that grow axis just for the fun of it.
Well, and so, man, I've just never hunted a high fence, but they had a large population of free range axis down there, and that's what I wanted to do, and I was able to kill my first axis.
When's the wedding?
October 16th.
October 16th, in the middle of this tour, the Stages tour with Lauren.
Yes, it is actually. It's right in the middle of it.
You got to do what you got to do.
That's right.
October's a good time to get married, though. Most people pick June, but the weather's way better in October.
It's way better in October, and my fiance wanted a fall wedding, and I told her I just didn't want it to be in the rut. So
yeah, you got to go early. You
exactly.
Picked a good time.
that October lull is what I was down for. So
was she okay with that?
Yeah, she was. And she's from Florida, so she really doesn't understand. Now that obviously we've been together for 3 years, she's starting to understand how much, the outdoors and everything means to me, but she just can't really comprehend how much I love to be in the woods or on the water. And, she just, I don't know. I don't think she has a passion right now that really fires her up like hunting does for me. So I think she always says, if you like it, I love it. And so I told her, I said, well, my two things is I don't want to get married in the rut. Number one. Number two, it can't be on a Saturday because of college football. And everybody, I could just see it. Everybody just being on their phones at our wedding and stuff. So I was like, it needs to be on a Friday if possible. And that saves us a lot of money on the wedding too, if it's on a Friday.
You are a wise man, sir. And the only problem with it's a good plan for now, but the only problem is now you got to deal with anniversaries that start to fall on Saturdays.
I know. And I thought about that, but I was like, you know what? Cause here's the deal. I've literally been at some of my buddies' weddings in October where they had to have like a flat screen playing the games.
Oh yeah.
And so that would absolutely crush Chloe's big day. So I was like, hey, thinking ahead, let's not do it on game day. So it all worked out. And like I said, it saved us a lot of money doing it on a Friday. So.
Yeah, it does. My opinion on this is that if you don't need her to love hunting and fishing like you do. Right. Because that's your thing. I think sometimes it hurts a couple when they're both all into one thing. But now you've got your thing. This is your release. You get out, you go out and you hunt, you fish. And she will eventually get in her rhythm and she does her thing, but then you guys come back together. So I think that makes a healthy marriage.
I do too. And like I'm super I guess you could say competitive. And so when it comes to like hunting and stuff, and this, when I'm on the road, it's just like, okay, I got to be here. I got to be here. I got to do this. I got to do this. And then when I come home, there's nothing that beats grabbing a bow or grabbing a rifle and just going and sitting. And at that point, to be honest, don't get me wrong. I love chasing after this, a buck that I've been having history with for 2 years. But more than that, now that I've gotten older and gotten more busy, I just genuinely love getting out there and just watching deer do deer things. And whether I pull the trigger or not, I'm genuinely having a ball.
Mm.
So
just watching deer do that's your next single. Just watching deer do deer things.
Dude, I'm not even joking. Right before I hopped on here, I came from my publishing office. We started writing a song today called Family Tree, talking about like a tree you grew up going to with your granddad. And it's like a tree stand kind of song. So
I love it, man. Well, speaking of songs, here on After MidNite, we added Long Live Country.
Thank you.
Which I know it's in some ways that's weird for an artist to hear, because you're like, man, I've been promoting this for a while, you know. But that's the game. That's the game of the radio business. But I'll tell you what, I love that music video. Where did y'all shoot that?
So that's a friend's farm that I grew up going to. So before I got a record deal or anything, I worked for the city. I was the guy that cut the grass in the medians of the road. And whenever I would get off work, I would literally go out there. There's a pond out there, and bass always hit topwater out there. And I would go out there and I would fish. But all that to say, that's the farm that I filmed it on. I grew up going out there, and that's where I grew up going. That's kind of one of the places I get a peace of mind out there. So,
and the cafe, where's that cafe?
That's in my hometown too. We would go there on my lunch break a lot. It's called Bucky's. You can get a meat and three for like $10 even still. So that's where I wanted to do that.
Man, it's such a good video. I mean, people see that and they feel like they could be in that video. They could live that video. You feel like you could be at Bucky's. You feel like you could be getting that glass of tea. You could be talking about, you know, whatever buck you're shooting at with your bow. And also riding on that tractor from the camera's perspective, sitting, you know, they mounted that camera on the hood. And I don't think I've seen a video where there's a performance of the guy riding the tractor, pretty much the whole video.
Yeah, I didn't either, and I really like thinking out of the box, especially when it comes to videos and stuff, because as you know, you work so hard to write these songs, and if the video isn't, so my thing is I want to write something different than anybody's ever said, you know. And at the end of the day, if you make people feel something as a songwriter, you've done your job as a songwriter. So I really appreciate you saying that about the video, because I want the video to be equally as good as the song. So I appreciate that.
I was sitting there looking at it going, I don't think there's another video with the guy performing while he's waving on the cars. You know, everybody's packing up behind them. That's just what happens. The cars start stacking up and you wave them by and you're singing, performing, and waving the cars by. I think it's brilliant and different and also real.
Thank you so much.
I got one more question to ask you. I've got this in my notes and I don't know anything about it, but evidently you're carrying Lauren's milk through an airport?
No. So
no. He says no.
So here's what happened. So Lauren and I were playing a show. I don't even remember. We were going up north somewhere. She had just had her little baby. Benny is the baby's name. Adorable little baby, by the way. Anyways, so, and I don't understand how the woman's body works after, you know, they give birth. But apparently you need to get the milk when the milk is good. So she has this kitty cooler, right? And she's going to be, when we get to New York or wherever we were going, she was just going to start milking herself a lot, I guess.
Yeah. That lack of a better term, that works.
Yeah, and so she had the ice pack and everything, and I was like, dang, Lauren, are you like, what are you toting around, you know? And that was her carry-on. I was like, what are you toting around? She was like, oh, well, this is just an empty cooler. I forget what it was, like pump or something. Like she was gonna pump.
We could just call it milking.
Yeah, she's gonna like milk herself when the time was right.
That's good.
And so
that's good.
I'm like, oh, okay. Well, you got milk in there right now? And she's like, no. It's just for, when I do. And so I'm carrying this block of frozen summer sausage and I don't want it to go bad.
No.
And so I'm like, hey, do you care if I throw this deer meat in there? And she's like, are you being serious? She didn't know that I actually had it. I was like, yeah. And I pulled it out of my guitar case. I'm like, here's a jalapeno summer sausage. And
so in the guitar case.
Yeah, I mean, she let me put my summer sausage in her breast milk cooler. So that's how it happened.
I was going to let that sit for a second. I'm going to let what you said sit because that sounds like an honest man dealing with an honest dilemma on an airplane.
Right. I like that.
Yeah. And you gotta preserve the milk and you gotta preserve the summer sausage. That's expensive stuff. That cannot go to waste.
Dude, I'm here to tell you that is some of the best summer sausage I've ever had in my life.
I bet it was.
It was.
A little milky tasting at the end of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I told her, I was like, well, if it's too spicy, at least I can wash it down with some milk. She was like, that's not funny. I'm saving this for the baby.
No, that is funny. That is funny.
Yeah.
Hey, Shane, I appreciate you, bro.
Hey, thank you, brother. I really appreciate you.